Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. For those of you who are watching for the first time, my name is Natasha. I hope you click the subscribe button so that you're part of this beautiful family where we grow, we have authentic conversation. And then for those of you who are returning, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I believe that time is one of the most valuable gifts that anyone could give anyone. So for you to return and want to see what I have to say and share is really appreciated. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna get straight into it. I'm not gonna dwell on the unnecessary. Today is a Saturday. I usually shoot on Sundays, but then I'm gonna be with family tomorrow. So today is literally the only day that I have. So yeah, I'm shooting today. Today's a Saturday, and I think the time now is just after 3 or before 3, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I've had a pretty much chilled day. I just woke up, ran a few errands, met up with a friend, and basically that's about it. So that was my day for today. So today's video is gonna be a continuation from my previous video that I posted. For those of you who have not watched that video, I would suggest that you go and watch it because you understand a bit more of what I'm going to talk about now, because it's basically a continuation and it flows from that video to this video. So if you need a clearer understanding of what I'm talking about, then I suggest you watch that video first so that you understand how we got where we are. Okay, so in the first video I discussed where I've worked, I discussed my salaries and wages, I discussed work haters, and I discussed my retrenchment stories. Basically, that was the gist of the first video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing about my, in the sense of my education rather, in the sense of what subjects I chose in high school, what motivated me, what I regret in that, and going forward, how that affected me getting into varsity, and also now in varsity, how I ended up choosing the course that I did, and what modules I did and what made me choose the course I did, basically. Yeah, so without further ado, I'm going to get straight into it. So guys, with me, what happened was, the story is very long, but I'm gonna literally just touch on the education and career part because it is connected in some way, but I'm gonna touch on the career and education part. So when I was in high school, I didn't have the best of life family-wise. My mother passed away when I was very young, and I had to go and stay with a family that kind of like helped me for a couple of years. So without dwelling on that situation and what happened there, I'm gonna share that story in a separate video. But I wasn't in a good space, and therefore my education was affected a lot. My performance rather was affected a lot. And with that being said, when I was doing, I think from grade 10 to grade 12, I didn't perform to the utmost best of my ability because of the circumstance and the situation that I was in at that time. So what happened was, when I was in grade 10, where you had to now choose subjects that you're going to be carrying on with, I think we did choose in grade 10 if I'm not mistaken, or was it grade 9? I'm not exactly sure, but I think it was grade 10. So we had an option of choosing business related subjects or science related subjects. So with science related subjects, it was your normal, like your biology, which is now called life sciences, I think. And there was physical sciences and pure maths. Then with your business related subjects, there was business management. I think there was accounting. And the third was maths literacy, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember very clearly. So then, back then, I don't know how things are in high school, or in high schools rather now, but back then there was a whole stigma around if you choose business related what do you call the subjects, then you are regarded as this person who's not really smart. But if you choose physical science related subjects, then you are regarded as a smart person. So then there was this whole pressure and this whole stigma, and I ended up choosing maths, science, and now biology / life sciences because of that. I don't want to lie and say that I knew what I wanted to do with my life at that time, but I would like to say I thought I knew what I wanted, because I think I've shared in my previous videos that there was a point in my life where I wanted to become a doctor, and then there was a point in my life where I wanted to become a biomedical technologist, and that all didn't work out. So hence I'm saying that I don't want to say that I knew what I wanted to do, but then I fell in the wrong field. But I would like to say that I would rather say that it was just a situation of, I think at that time I thought I wanted to become that, but as life unfolded, God's plan obviously for my life took over, and actually discovered that that was never even part of the plan. I was not supposed to be in that field. So besides the pressure and the influence that made me choose the science-related subjects, I was also under the impression that I was going to either become a doctor or biomedical technologist or anything in the medical related field. So fine, chose those subjects, guys. It was a mess. I literally flunked a lot. I failed a lot. I did bad a lot. I passed once in a while. I was literally scraping through every semester. I literally was the 50% and 60% girl. And I think it was at that point where I realized that this is probably not for me. But it was too late, because I think I was already in grade 12 by then. So I had to literally now just suck it in and finish my grade 12 so that I can pass. My results, matric results came out, and I discovered that I passed. And by God's grace, I passed with a bachelor's degree. But then when I received my marks, I realized that, hey, it was literally a thing of, I just made it into passing with a bachelor's degree, but not that I did well. So with that being said, that's how I ended up improving my marks the following year. So I decided, no man, I wasn't happy with my marks. Decided I'm going to improve my marks the following year, and I'm just going to focus on the three subjects that I felt were very important to me, which was maths, science, and life sciences. So I improved my marks, guys. When I improved my marks the following year, they literally just went up by 3%. Yo, and guys, I'm really not laughing at it, but it's really funny now that I think of it. But literally, my marks only improved by 3% on each and every subject. So going forward, then I realized that, you know what, there's no course in the medical field that I'm probably gonna manage to do, or that I'm gonna be able to do with the marks that I have. So what happened after that, when I got my marks, after I improved my marks, I decided, okay, then I want to start applying for varsity. Long story short, I had a very difficult childhood, or difficult phase in my life at that time. Things that made me not to be able to apply in varsities. The family I stayed with didn't want me to study outside of PE. And with that being said, I ended up applying very late for varsity. Then I opted for now NMMU, which is now called NMU, which is Nelson Mandela University in Port Elizabeth. So when I got there, when I applied too late, and most of the courses were full. So the only courses that were available were like your game ranch management, which I think has something to do with farming. There was architecture, building, tourism, and I forgot what other stuff. I don't even know how to draw a stick man, like something so simple as a stick man. How the hell am I going to be able to do architecture or building? So I decided, you know what, let me go for tourism, because I was just like, it sounds relatable. I can work, at a tourist attraction, or I can work at the airport, I can work, whatever the case may be. I think I'm good with people. I think I'm good with interacting with people, so this should work. So then I decided to study tourism. By the way, guys, I didn't mention, the reason I didn't study straight after high school was because my marks were not good, and I specifically wanted to study something that was in the science field or science related. So because my marks were not enough, or rather my points were not enough for me to study the things I wanted to study, I decided to improve my marks the following. So that's what happened. So now I improved my marks, I decided to go with the tourism. And when I went with the tourism, I was like, no man, my marks were not bad. I managed to get into it. So I was like, okay, let's do this. We'll see where we end. There was this whole thing of yeah, what you can do is in your second year, if you're not really happy with what you're studying, you can actually branch off into something else. So I was like, ooh, that's actually even more great. Why not do this? Let's just do it. So then that's what happened. I went into tourism and I did my first year in tourism at NMMU, or rather NMU, Nelson Mandela University. In our first year, I'm not sure about other campuses and other courses, but I think in the business related courses in your first year, they kind of like you do introductory phases of a lot of modules. For example, in my first year in tourism, we did introductory phase to logistics, business management, your accountings, marketing, economics, you name it, econometrics. We did econometrics, we did yeah, basically I think there was a few. So then in your second year, when you're going to branch off into your second year, then you decide what course or what field you want to go into. So people are going to different fields, and you know, there was now this whole stigma again where if you go into the economics field, you're going to be moneyed, you can work in the bank, you can work at the Reserve Bank, you can be an investment analyst, you can become a financial analyst, you can become a financial advisor. I was like, yo, you know what? In fact, I see myself wearing that uniform, being out there doing my thing, customer service vibes, you know, with my cute face. I was like, you know what? I'm in, you know. And once again, it's the thing of not knowing better, not being educated about things, not being guided to things. So you know? I drifted off into now economics, and that's what I did until I finished and I graduated, and basically I got my national diploma. So now years later, or rather in hindsight, I'm now realizing how, you know, I don't want to say that I wish I made different decisions, or you know how we say that, you know, if I didn't do this, if I did that, maybe I wouldn't be where I am. I don't have that type of thinking, because I believe that my life has gone according to God's plan, and everything that has happened in my life has shaped me into who I am. I've met the people I was supposed to meet. I've had the experiences that I needed to make that made me who I am, you know. So I don't believe that my life it went in a way that was not part of the plan, or I don't like to have that thinking of, if this didn't happen, this wouldn't have happened, you know, if I had made a decision earlier, I wouldn't be where I am, you know, or I'd be in a better place, or anything like that. I believe my life has gone according to God's plan, but I still say that I so wish that there was someone out there to guide me. I think more than anything, it's that thing of wishing there were more resources that guide you in terms of finding out who you are, what you love doing, what you enjoy doing, what you're passionate about doing. And with that being said, helping you to choose the right subjects, not just for your career and not just for your varsity life and your university life and for choosing a degree or diploma, but literally from your subjects that you choose in high school going forward, because it's all connected. If you think about it, it flows together. What you choose in high school affects what you're gonna do in varsity. What you do in varsity affects where you're gonna work once you get into the corporate world. So I so wish there were more platforms that guide you, you know, career guidance platforms where someone can guide you and where you can make a decision that is informed with the proper knowledge, and also not just that, but making a decision according to what you're passionate about and according to what you enjoy. So basically that was my kind of like high school to varsity to the corporate world summary. And what really inspired me to do this video is because it made me think of how many other kids who are still in high school are maybe choosing subjects because of peer pressure, choosing subjects because of stigma. You know, how many other kids in high school are maybe choosing subjects because their parents told them to choose them, or this person motivated them to choose them. But what do they want to do? You know, what are they passionate about? That's the question. What do you want to do as a person? What are you passionate about? Because you have to remember, whatever you start off with in high school is going to affect you going along. So this is what inspired this video, and I just want to say that if you may be already in the corporate world or you're done studying and you feel like this doesn't really resonate with you, but I'd like to influence you to maybe share it with someone that you know is still in high school, or maybe just in their first year of varsity, or still trying to figure their lives out, because maybe it might help them into maybe having a clearer perspective of, okay, you know, this one is telling me to do this, you know, this one is influencing me to do this, but Natasha said I must follow what I'm passionate about. So it will give them a clearer understanding of doing something that they're passionate about rather than doing something that they're influenced to do. So, that's what happened with me, and there were times when I did feel like, you know, maybe if my life did go in a different way or whatever, but then I had to remind myself that no, man, my life has gone according to God's plan, and everything that has happened in my life has happened. God wanted it to happen the way it happened, so I don't regret anything, and I believe I am who I am today because of my experiences and my you know, ups and downs and the things that life has taken me through. So basically, I don't want to make this video long because the first one was quite long. I'm going to try and cut this video very short. I've said the most that I want to say, but my words of encouragement and inspiration from this video is that do what you love to do, because if you do what you love to do, you'll never go hungry. That's the first point that I want to make. The second point that I want to make is that follow what resonates with your heart. Follow your passion. Follow what you enjoy doing. Because if you do what you enjoy doing, wherever life puts you, you're never ever gonna feel like you're dragging life, or life is a drag, or you're demotivated or anything like that. But if you do what you're passionate about doing, wherever life puts you, you're still gonna find, you know, excitement in it. You're always gonna be optimistic about things, you know. And the third point that I want to put out there is that don't study something out of peer pressure. You know, your family will tell you to do this, your family will tell you to do that, your friends will influence you, people, you know, you look up to will influence you, but you are not them, and your life is different from theirs, your upbringing is different from theirs. So it's very important to follow what you want to do, to follow your passion, to follow what you enjoy to do, to follow who you are, because once you do what you are called to do, there will always be space for you. But if you do things because of other people and what they're doing, that's where you find sometimes that you end up being miserable in the future. So that's the third point. And yeah, I think I've made the first point, which I feel like is very strong and powerful, which says when you do what you love, you won't go hungry, which is very true. So I just want to encourage you guys in that aspect, that follow your heart, follow your passion, sit down with yourself, have a, you know, career plan, goal, write things down, write what you love doing, write what you're passionate about. You know, research in terms of what you're passionate about and what you love doing, what courses are under those, you know, those aspects and all of that. What can you do? You know, scrutinize in terms of remove the things that you know that are not you, that you wouldn't enjoy doing. And in that way, you're actually literally lessening the things that you know that are not for you, and you're gonna stick, or rather stay with more of the things that maybe you enjoy doing, and from those things then you can choose what you want to branch off into. So that is my encouragement to you guys, that you know, everything is connected. Whatever you do in high school will affect you in varsity, whatever you do in varsity will affect you in the corporate world. So just bear in mind, keep that at the back of your mind every time you make a decision, that your decision now is going to affect you not just tomorrow but even in the future. And by more than anything, if there's nothing that you take out of this video, the one thing that I'd like you to please take out of this video is that do what resonates with your heart, do what you love doing, do what you're passionate about doing. In that way, no matter how bad things become, if you love what you're doing, if you're passionate about what you're doing, you'll always be happy and you'll enjoy wherever life puts you. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to interact in the comment section. Share it with people who you think might need it. Subscribe if you haven't, please, so that you're a part of this beautiful family. Hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I post a video, and you don't miss out on any beautiful videos like these. But thank you so much, guys. I hope you guys have a lovely week further. May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week.